Hey Lucy, I've been thinking a lot lately about how many people, myself included back in the day, spend years studying English, right, like actual years. And yet, so many still feel stuck, unable to really speak or understand confidently.
Oh, absolutely, Jane. It's such a common struggle. I mean, you put in all that time, you do the homework, you memorize, and then you try to have a conversation, and it's like your brain just freezes up.
Exactly. And it's not for lack of effort, is it? People are genuinely trying. I think the core issue often isn't how much they're studying, but how they're studying.
Yeah, it's the methods. We get taught these traditional ways, and sometimes they just don't click with how language actually works in the real world. I mean, I remember agonizing over grammar textbooks for hours.
Right. That's actually one of the biggest mistakes people make, in my opinion, focusing too much on grammar rules. While grammar is important, obviously, spending all your time memorizing obscure rules and exceptions isn't going to make you fluent.
Totally. It's like trying to learn to ride a bike by only reading a physics textbook. You understand the mechanics, but you can't actually do it until you get on the bike and start pedaling, falling, and getting back up.
Exactly. Language is a skill, and skills improve through practice. You need to spend more time doing it, listening, speaking, reading, writing, rather than just dissecting it. My own English only really took off when I stopped treating it like a science experiment and started treating it like a game.
That's a great analogy, Jane. A game you play, not just study, and it brings me to another huge point. Vocabulary. How many times have we, or people we know, just sat there with a list of thousands of words trying to cram them into our brains without any context?
Oh, the infamous flashcards of doom. You memorize apple, banana, cat, and then you try to string them into a sentence, and suddenly it's like, wait, how do I actually use cat in a meaningful way beyond pointing at one?
Yeah, you know the word, but you don't know the word. It's like collecting puzzle pieces but never putting them together. It's so much more effective to learn words through sentences, conversations, real-life situations. That's when they actually stick.
Absolutely. When you hear a new word in a TV show or read it in an article or someone uses it in conversation, it comes with all this built-in context. You understand its nuance, its natural environment. That's how native speakers learn, isn't it?
It is. It's organic. And speaking of conversations, this is probably the biggest hurdle for so many learners. Avoiding speaking because they're afraid of making mistakes. I get it, it's intimidating.
Oh, the fear of sounding silly. I mean, I've been there. My first time trying to order coffee in English, I ended up asking for a hot-cold drink. The barista looked at me like I'd grown a second head.
Laughs. Hot, cold drink. That's brilliant. See, that's a story you remember and you definitely learned from it. Mistakes are a natural, crucial part of learning. Every single conversation, even the hot, cold ones, is an opportunity to improve.
Totally. The more you speak, even if you stumble, the more confident you become. That confidence, in turn, makes you more fluent. It's a virtuous cycle. You just have to push through that initial awkwardness.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be a big, scary public speaking event. It can be talking to yourself in the mirror, recording your voice, or finding an online language partner. Just making sounds in English is a win.
Exactly. Even describing your day to your cat in English counts. It's all about consistent engagement. Which brings me to another point. Consistency. Many learners treat English study like a marathon they train for once a week, rather than a daily jog.
Oh, that's so true. They'll block out 3 hours on a Saturday and then do nothing for the rest of the week. And then they wonder why they forget everything by the next Saturday.
Yeah, it's just not how our brains work, is it? Practicing for 20 to 30 minutes every day is so much more effective than cramming for several hours once a week. Small daily efforts create lasting results, building those neural pathways little by little.
It's the compound effect, right? Like investing small amounts regularly, over time it adds up to something massive. Daily exposure, daily practice, it's transformative. Even just listening to an English podcast on your commute or reading a short article.
Totally. It's about integrating English into your life, making it a habit, not a chore you dread. And that really leads to the overarching philosophy, I think. Focus on communication rather than perfection.
Yes, this is huge. The pursuit of perfection can be paralyzing. If you're waiting until you have perfect grammar, perfect vocabulary, and a perfect accent before you open your mouth, you'll never speak.
Seriously, aim for clarity and connection. If people understand you and you understand them, that's a success. The perfection will come or it won't, but the communication is happening, and that's the whole point of language.
And it makes the learning process so much more enjoyable, doesn't it? When you're not constantly beating yourself up over every tiny error, you actually start to have fun with it. And when it's fun, you're more likely to stick with it.
Exactly. Surround yourself with the language. Watch movies, listen to music, read books, switch your phone language to English. Immerse yourself naturally, just like a child learning their first language. It's about living in English, not just studying it.
I often tell people to find something they genuinely enjoy doing and then do it in English. Love cooking? Watch English cooking shows. Into gaming? Join an English-speaking guild. It stops feeling like study and starts feeling like life.
That's brilliant advice, Lucy, because when you stop studying English the wrong way, the rigid, isolated, fear-based way, and start practicing it naturally, organically, and joyfully, that's when real, tangible progress begins to happen.
It really does. It transforms from a struggle into an adventure, and suddenly those years of effort start paying off in confidence and actual communication, which is incredibly rewarding.
Absolutely. So, to all our listeners out there, if you feel stuck, don't give up. Just maybe try a different path. Embrace the mistakes, embrace the context, embrace the daily interaction, and most importantly, embrace the journey.
Hear, hear, and remember, every little bit counts. You've got this. Thanks for joining us today on Speak Smart. We hope these tips help you on your English learning adventure.
Thanks, everyone. We'll catch you next time.